Hi, Donnie Abel Wellness. Today we're going to work on the obstacle course. Now, I've been working with clients over the years, but here recently in the studio I've been doing some obstacle course training with some of my clients. A lot of times I'll do it either in the beginning, middle, or at the end of their session. A lot of times I'll do it right at the end of their session. If they're really tired, it's really going to give an idea of where their fatigueness goes, how fatigued they get. And, you know, when we get tired, sometimes we don't have the chance just to sit down and take a break. Sometimes we're in situations where we need to make sure we can pace ourselves, or we need to kind of get ourselves out of those situations. So sometimes we just can't sit down and stop what we're doing. We have to kind of push through that. And so this is just a good little training method I like to use, and you can set the course up all kinds of different ways. What I'm using, if I'm using like more geriatric clients that really have issues with their balance, I want to make sure I have a good hold of them, that I can help assist them in some way, shape, or form. I usually use a gait belt, and I don't always use it, but when I do, I use a gait belt. And we just put that around them. So I have something to hold on to if it's depending on the client. Okay? So that's a belt that we use. The gait belts can be, you can pick them up, you can order them online. A lot of different sites have them. In the healthcare provider sections and stuff, you can find gait belts. If not, you can just use a belt, like tie a belt around them, just something that you can assist. I'm going to hand that off to our to Patty over here. So what I was using today, and again, the courses sometimes I'll set up differently. Sometimes I'll put other objects in and props. But what I was using today was I put a regular mat out. I put a Bosu ball right here. An Eric's board. So that's going to create instability as well. Working on a lot of proprioception type stuff too. And I fit that right between this lava barrel. And then I have a long box, or your box here, your short box. And then I use the magic circle just to hold this little small stability ball in place. And that ball could be a soccer ball, it could be a small Mikasa ball, playground ball, it could be a weight, anything like that. For people picking it up, throwing it, hand-eye coordination and stuff. So basically what it looks like is this. And Patty's going to step over here so I can actually throw the ball. So when I throw the ball, it's going to disappear out of the camera. Well, there's Patty right there. Okay, so what I have them do is I have them stand on one side, they step up, and I can go through different drills with this. Usually what I'll do is I'll have them go through 2 or 3 rounds like this. And then I'll switch the course up, or I'll change what I'm having them do. So I have them step up with one leg, and they can choose what leg they want to go in. They usually alternate out. I step up, they step down. So if I want to, for example, if I want them to stand up here for a moment, I'll have them stand and check their balance. Or I'll have them press, step through, and step onto the next object that's not stable. I'll have them stop here. Sometimes I'll have them turn around. I talk to them about picking their feet up. There shouldn't be any twisting in their feet planted. Because that, again, twisting and feet go one way and body goes the other direction is a bad thing. Pick their feet up when they turn around. Then I have them squat down, grab the ball, raise the ball above their head, lower the ball down, maybe go through 5 times, 10 times like that possibly. They come down to here, I toss the ball to Patty. She tosses it back. Now sometimes with certain clients, they'll like try to beat me with the ball. Okay? So it's not dodgeball. And of course my wife, Patty's getting a little bit frisky with this. Okay? So you can make it that way if you want. They do it 5 or 10 times like that. They squat, set the ball down. They turn back around. Sometimes I'll tell them to go and turn back around the other way. And then they'll step off onto the floor, and I have them go through another cycle. So again, about 3 cycles like that. Another variation is I have them actually step through, step down, pick the ball up. If I move the circle out of the way, I have them stand up. I'll just set the circle there. I have them stand up like so, and I'll have them stand up on top of the box. This is a higher surface, and when you get into heights and you start getting higher off the ground, a lot of times people will really get scared with this type. It's a trust issue. So whether they use the ball or not, I have them step up here. It's a small area for them to stand on, and I'm usually right there with them to make sure they feel secure. I can toss the ball back and forth. With Patty there, I also get a grab and I do some rotation things. So anytime you're rotating like this here, it kind of really checks with the equilibrium a little bit, balance, and then maybe toss the ball back off. I turn back, have them turn back around. They have this to assist them to go down whichever leg. They can step down, I can assist them to the side, and I can have them step through. The idea is them not to touch this at all, but it's there if they need it. They step through, they come off, and then I usually send them on their way, tell them that they did great. So anyway, those are just some tactile things that you can use for an obstacle course for your clients. Hope this helps. I'll see you next time. Take care.